Mizzou baseball has been great at home this year, to say the least. The Tigers have won every home series this season and had 19 wins and just 3 losses at Taylor Stadium entering Sunday. Mizzou looking for a 3-game sweep of South Carolina. Coach Steve Bieser also trying to pick up his 100th win at Mizzou. South Carolina scored 4 runs in the first, but the Tigers respond. Chad McDaniel lines the ball to right for a 2-run single. McDaniel had 3 RBI and was a perfect 4 for 4 on the day. A big day at the plate for Chris Cornelius, too. An RBI single in the third. He had 3 hits and scored 3 runs. More Cornelius in the fifth. Mizzou down 5-4, and he lines the ball down the left field line. Looks like he's in at second with the double, but wait a minute. The umps get together, review the call, and give Cornelius the home run. That would tie things up at 5. Back to McDaniel in the fifth. He lines the ball to right center. Cameron Meisner would score. It's 6-5 Mizzou. This was a wild game, folks. 7-7 in the seventh, and Peter Zimmerman would go deep to left for a 2-run homer. Because of weather and SEC policy, this game gets called after 7 innings. Mizzou wins 9-7 to sweep the 3-game series. Coach Bieser picks up his 100th win at Mizzou as the Tigers are 10-10-1 in the SEC and 30-15-1 overall. Meanwhile, the Mizzou softball team trying to avoid a 3-game sweep at Mississippi State. The Tigers get off to a good start. Top third freshman Jasmine Rolland gets all of this one for her 9th home run of the season. Mizzou goes up 1-0. Tigers down 2-1 in the fourth. And another freshman, Emma Robbie, blasts the ball deep and gone for the solo homer, and we're tied up at 2. All Mississippi State from there, though. The Bulldogs score 4 in the fourth and 4 more in the fifth as Mia Davidson blasts her 25th home run of the season. The Tigers lose 10-2 in 5 innings. Mizzou falls to 10-11 in the SEC. The Tigers are tied for 7th in a bunched-up SEC with just 1 week left in the regular season. Moving to the majors, the Cardinals have won 6 of the last 7 heading into Sunday's rubber game against the Cincinnati Reds. St. Louis stands atop the NL Central standings. Meanwhile, the Reds are last in the division. Jack Flaherty had a great start on the mound. He got some help from his defense as Colton Wong with a great diving catch. Flaherty throws 7 scoreless innings. He only allowed 4 hits in this one. The offense helped him out too in the fourth. Jose Martinez lines it past the diving first baseman. Paul DeJong scores, and it's 1-0 Cards. 2-0 in the 8th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, and Yadier Molina singles up the middle. Marcell Ozuna and Colton Wong come in to score. It's 4-0 Redbirds. The very next batter, Dexter Fowler, lines the ball down the first base line. Harrison Bader scores. 5-0 Cardinals. St. Louis wins 5-2, taking 2 out of 3 for the series. The Cardinals will play at the Nationals tomorrow night. The Royals also playing a rubber game against the Angels. Homer Bailey got the start for Kansas City. Top first, former Cardinal Albert Pujols doubles down the third base line. 2 runs come in, a 3-run first for the Angels. Bailey allowed 4 runs over 6 innings. Royals down 4-1 in the 8th, and Hunter Dozier lines the ball to center. Whit Merrifield scores, but the Angels scored 3 more in the 9th. The Royals lose 7-3. Kansas City will host the Rays tomorrow night. Former Mizzou Tiger Kyle Gibson starting for the Twins against the Baltimore Orioles. Gibson beat Baltimore last Sunday in another great outing today. His off-speed pitches were on point yet again. Look at this movement. Gibson gets the strikeout to end the 3rd inning. More of the same in the 4th. Wicked movement as the ball just drops. Unhittable. Gibson allowed just 3 hits and 1 run over 7 innings. He didn't walk anyone and struck out 6 batters. Gibson moves to 2-0 on the season. Both wins come against the Orioles. The Twins take it 4-1. Moving to football, every year there's that one player who slides down in the NFL draft. In 2019, it was Mizzou's own Drew Lock. The Tiger quarterback was supposed to be drafted in the 1st round, and some had him as high as the 10th overall pick to the Denver Broncos. Lock was eventually drafted by Denver, but had to wait until the 42nd overall pick. He's expected to back up new Broncos quarterback Joe Flacco, but could be the future starter. Lock finished 2nd in SEC history in passing yards and could now face his childhood team, the Kansas City Chiefs, twice each year. Mizzou defensive lineman Terry Beckner Jr. was the only other Tiger to be drafted. The Bucs selected him with the 1st pick of the 7th and final round. Only 2 Tigers drafted, but several others signed as undrafted free agents. Wide receiver Emmanuel Hall headlines that group. He's headed to Chicago. Running back Demarie Crockett left school a year early to enter the draft. He signs with Houston. Tight end Kendall Blanton goes to the NFC champion Rams. Offensive lineman Paul Adams to the Giants. And linebacker Terez Hall to the Super Bowl champion Patriots. And former Elias High School standout Hale Hentges will also get a shot at the NFL. Hale signed a rookie deal with the Indianapolis Colts. Hentges went to 4 straight national title games with Alabama, winning 2 of them. He was primarily used as a blocking tight end, but did catch 6 touchdowns in his college career. On to hockey, the Blues fell behind the Stars 3-1 in the first period last night. Jaden Schwartz scored an early third period goal to cut the lead in half, but the Stars got a late empty netter to win 4-2, evening the series at 1. The series will now shift to Dallas. Game 3 is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Finishing with NASCAR in the Geico 500, final lap, Chase Elliott in the lead, but here comes a wreck. Kyle Larson takes the worst of it. His car would flip around multiple times, a scary scene, but thankfully he ended up being okay. To the finish and under caution, Chase Elliott goes on to win the Geico 500. Another huge home weekend for Mizzou baseball. Big series sweep.
Yeah, absolutely.